lady?
Absolutely nothing exciting at all.
Okay.
Literally, absolutely nothing.
This is going to be a great podcast.
Welcome to episode 8, season 2 of the Lauren and Sheila Show.
8 already?
I know, 8. Flying through them.
Oh, man. Well, let's recap from last week. Mom came in.
Drunk on the podcast, yeah.
In all fairness, to be real, you think that when we take a sip of anything, we're drunk. So, highly exaggerating. We had a couple drinks, but no way in any shape or form were we smashed.
Well, I'm just saying the podcast could have been better if you'd had a few more. So actually, you let us all down. It could have been even better if there'd been a few more drinks in your way.
Man. Yeah, you see, I should have just stuck with beer because, with pina coladas, that's like 50 grams of sugar, like each drink. So I made like half drinks, right? I was only doing half of them. Because I didn't want all that sugar, Yeah. So I was like, so it's less effective. What I should have done is just be like a little less of the pina colada mix, a little bit more of the Puerto Rican rum. That's what I should have done.
Well, next time. We live and learn, don't we? We live and learn. So what have you been up to? What's been going on? Obviously, Mum left, but what have you been doing since Mum's left?
Mom left, and I tell you what, man, our last life hack about the condiments and the muffin tin.
Yes.
Huge hit.
I know.
I didn't realize how many people didn't know about it.
I know, right? But then we Google life hacks all the time, so we just assume people know that stuff, and it's us that's stupid that didn't know it.
All right, so let's recap. For those who didn't tune in, which would be crazy, you get like a muffin tin, all right? A little 6-packer, that's all you need. And that's what you need instead of 6 different things for all your condiments. You put your mustard, your relish, your mayonnaise, your ketchup, your tomatoes, your onions, stick them all in a little muffin tin. One easy cleanup for the barbecue. As we get closer to separating from you people on Independence Day.
Separating from you people. Maybe we wanted to separate from you people. Just saying.
Fine, sign that thing. Please, for the love of God, just sign it.
You wouldn't want to be separated from me anyway.
You personally, absolutely not.
The rest of the UK, debatable.
Yeah, not so much. All right, before we go any further, let's head straight to Buck Hardy Field for this week's sponsor. Once again, College Hunks Hauling Junk is back, baby. Now, a little later in the podcast, we're going to be talking about what our 1 Minute Wilmington video is going to be about. Got my buddy Jeff Moss with College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving. Happy June! We made it to another month.
We did, and we're in the final week of June, and as you know, in the moving industry, the last 2 weeks of the month, and particularly the summer moves, it is on.
Wait, hold on. Do I need to tell you happy anniversary?
Yeah, you absolutely do.
College Hunks has turned 1 year old here in Wilmington.
We have started year 2. Year 1 is complete.
Oh my gosh.
And we didn't starve. That's great news, right?
It's great news. And I can tell you what, you're not gonna, because every month I check up on you. You know this. Every month I check the Google ratings. You guys are like crushing it with customer service. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, best moving company ever. Da 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 da. You guys, how do you maintain that for the whole year?
Well,
hold on, is that you, Jeff? Flying to the house.
That was fitting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It humbles me, but I'm really proud of it, honestly. But I think it comes down to several things. We're talking every day in our huddles. Every morning I huddle with the hunks.
Love it.
And Papa's talking about, this has been the month of class. So we've been talking about what it means to have class and what it looks like in our industry. And the guys really are picking up what I'm laying down, and it's part of our building leaders' core value is to talk about these things and to discuss, what do people think about when they think about a moving company? Mm-hmm. What historically pops in your head? The vision, the visual.
My furniture's gonna be broken. It's gonna be damaged. I'm concerned.
Yeah, exactly. And what kind of folks are coming into my house? Mm-hmm. Should I safeguard my valuables? Which, oh, by the way, you should anyway. But yeah,
it's concerns. You worry.
It's stress. So one of our mottos is we're going to provide you with a stress-free junk removal, or we're going to provide you with a stress-free moves. And one of the best ways to do that is to do an estimate. and I'm really happy that Ian Myers has joined our team. He's a recent college graduate, and Ian is going to potentially be a franchise owner himself down the road. So he's in the process.
You're training him now.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's learning it from the inside out, which is really brilliant. So he started out, we put him out on some moves so he could see what they looked like, and then we brought him in and taught him how to do estimates. We put him through the tariff training here in North Carolina so he understands the laws and the rules. But the bottom line is the estimates are no charge. And when we come out and do an on-site estimate, we're able to provide you with a lot of information in terms of what to expect, what's going to happen, what you're probably going to see for a bill at the end of the move. But with college hunks, there are no surprises.
Yeah.
We don't come out of nowhere, and you've experienced it yourself.
I have.
Everything's on the front. We talk about it, and unless things change, it's going to be what we say it's going to be. The good news is most of our estimates are actually high, so we come in under, and that's always the goal. We aren't perfect, nobody is, so we miss it every now and then, but it's a rare event. And to your point, when you go read those Google reviews, you're going to see 4s and 5-star ratings, mostly 5s. We're at a 4.9. We're approaching 200 reviews in less than a year, which is pretty strong.
So one more thing, if you think that there's some guys or girls out there that might have what it takes to be leaders themselves or future leaders and are in good physical fitness and good shape and are ready to work, you're looking for to hire.
Absolutely. If you're adventurous and you want to see your environment change daily, you want to be into something new every day, we're a great fit for you. If you're looking to learn how to be an entrepreneur and you want to see it from the inside out, we're a great spot for you.
All right, how do they get up with you, Jeff?
The easiest way is just go to collegehunks.com, HUNKS, honest, uniform, nice, knowledgeable service. That's what we are.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
Hey, have a stress-free day, Sheila.
Hey, movie coming out. Super excited about Yesterday.
Oh, is that the Beatles one?
Yes, like they were never in it. And Ed Sheeran makes a little guest star appearance, of course.
And the guy that's the lead character in it as well used to be in EastEnders, which is like a soap here.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
heard.
just like, what? He's gone from like EastEnders to like
big
a
movie
film
star
about the Beatles. How did that happen?
I don't know, but apparently he's good and he's got a lovely singing voice. You're going to go see it.
Yeah, I'd quite like to see it. But
Yep.
I always say I'm going to go to the cinema. I wanted to see Rocket Man, the Elton John one.
I'm
Still
going
haven't seen
tomorrow.
that. Are you?
Yes, I will let you know how it is.
Yeah, I've still not seen that, and I think that would be a good one too. I just don't have time at the moment, so...
I know. Well, Brent's middle name is Elton. He's named after Elton John, so
No
it's like
way.
a moral imperative.
Is he?
We have to, yes. We have to go see it. So me and Brent and his dad and his stepmom, we're all going to go see it tomorrow.
Amazing. Well, have fun.
So I need to see that. I need to see Yesterday, and you know what's coming.
I don't know what's coming. The Lion King?
Yes! Yes!
That's the only one I know about. I was like, I don't know any other films that are coming out.
Oh, they got some great films coming, like Blinded by the Light. That's the Bruce Springsteen one that I'm really excited about. And that's another UK one, but it's based in the 80s. I'm really excited about that one. But yeah, The Lion King, okay? So you need to see Aladdin and you need to see The Lion King. You need to stop what you're doing and go see them in the theaters before they run out.
I know.
It's not the same on a telly.
You're right. It is not the same on the telly, but I just don't have time at the moment.
Make some time, Lauren. You need to make some time. Come on.
No, I can't, because any spare time I have, I'm trying to learn shorthand, remember? So I physically can't. Even my husband, when I was sat there today again, I cannot be bothered. I do not understand this. He's like, Lauren, every spare minute you have, you need to be doing this. I'm like, I hate my life. Literally, that's where I'm at.
Like, give me some examples, because I know shorthand basically is the little symbols that you do instead of writing, so you can like write down stuff really fast.
Yeah, it just makes no sense.
Like, give me an example of shorthand.
So, like, if you were to write, let's say Callum, if I was to write Callum's name, I would miss out the vowels. This is as far as I've got, so it may change when you get further down the line, because it's now started talking about double vowels and how sometimes you do have to write the vowel, and I'm baffled. I'm blown. My mind's blown.
Okay. So CLM would be Callum.
So CLM would be Callum. So it's kind of like a little mini C at the top, then a curly L, and then like a little hump. That's
That's
reads
an M.
Callum.
That's not an M.
But that reads Callum. Surely I could write CLM just as quick.
Yeah.
And
so,
I'd still,
how would you write Callum go to the store in shorthand?
Okay, so when you look at some of the letters, this is the confusing thing when you say like go to. Some of the letters can mean one thing on their own. So if you just do like the symbol for a G, I think that means go on its own. I think that can mean go, guilt, or gentleman.
Oh, God.
And then if you just do the top line of a T on its own, that means to.
This is like a foreign language you're trying to learn.
It literally is. You kind of do the top line of the T and then a straight line because that's like the left-hand side of an H.
Uh-huh.
So you'd miss the E off. Like,
God.
it is so confusing. And that's as far as I've got. Once you start getting on, it's then started saying something about like, I can't even think of an example, but it's like if there was a double of something, you could sort of do the top line of the T and then another line above it. Or if you were writing like going, you would do the symbol for a G and then you would do like a little dash separate from the G because the little dash separate from the G actually means ing. So that would be going. Oh, my goodness.
I just came out of the greenhouse to do this podcast. Now I'm all stressed out again. I gotta go. I gotta go back and be zen.
You're stressed
That's
out.
so stressful just hearing that.
Honestly, I do not. The exam is like literally a week Friday.
What?
And
you don't know anything.
I don't know anything. And I've just said to them, I think I'm just going to have to resit the other exam because and I'm working full days for the next, plus outside of that, because I'm working full days, I can't do the hours, I need to do another job, so I've got to fit them in, like, in the 2 weeks in the lead up to it, I'm just like, I physically can't do it, I'm having a meltdown.
I'm seriously, like, struggling with Spanish right now, and then I'm looking at shorthand going, thank God I'm learning Spanish.
Yeah, I wish I was learning Spanish, like.
Oh, my God.
It's ridiculous. And then it's sort of, it's just weird. It's
Certainly
weird.
It's got to get easier as you start to have a little information in your brain, right?
Well, you'd think so, but it's trying to like memorize that an L on its own, if you were to just do a curly L, which is the symbol for an L, that can mean letter or local. And if you do the L below the line, that means a lot of.
What is this line you're talking about?
So like a line in a sheet of paper.
Oh, okay,
Because again, it's all about where you position it on the page.
Oh my God.
And if you haven't put it below the line,
what if you have like a journal and there's no lines?
No, you have to have lines for the exam.
Oh God.
So, yeah.
Well, what do you do in like real life if you got a blank piece of paper, like copier paper, you know?
I guess you just have to hope for the best if that's all you've got in real life. But if you're a professional journalist, you would have it.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
But
no,
yeah,
if you're a professional journalist, you just record the whole damn thing and then type it up.
Well, that's the thing now, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yes.
And in the exam, so they read 3 different sections to you, apparently, and you have to write it down as they read it and make sure that you can write 60 words a minute. That's the minimum I have to hit to pass this, which is the lowest.
Oh, God.
Like, normally, if you want gold standard, it's 100.
Oh, my God.
I'll take whatever the hell the lowest is, quite frankly.
That's like typing.
So 60 words a minute, and the third section, by all accounts, has a quote. So it might be that a police officer has said. You then, after they've read them and you've written it in shorthand, you have 25 minutes to sit and convert it back into full sentences. And if you make 10 mistakes, you failed.
Oh, God.
You're allowed like 10 major mistakes and you failed. And the last section, which has got the quote in, they apparently start marking at the bottom. And if that quote is not word for word, they don't even mark the rest of the exam. You failed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So that's my life right now.
You should come be a journalist in the United States. I don't think they require anything.
I know, right?
I've seen the news.
They probably still do. They're just, they're just pros. They just...
No.
No, they're not pros. I need a job as a news reporter out there. That's what I need to do. Hey, well, maybe if I've got it, when it's like that interview process and they say, you have to have something that an American doesn't have. And I always go, yeah, the British accent. But, maybe shorthand's going to be... Maybe that's going to be the swaying point for me to get a job as a newsreader in the States.
Oh, man. All right, well, let's de-stress a little bit. Had a wonderful time in the greenhouse. Remember last week I promised everybody I'd be like, yeah, can't wait to talk about the greenhouse.
And then we got distracted.
Totally didn't talk about the greenhouse, well, yeah, it was pina coladas and mom. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if you saw this week, but I made up for it with a video, and all 4 of my night blooming cirruses were blooming.
I did see that.
And I finally got a picture of it. I didn't forget to go outside because everyone on Twitter and Messenger on Facebook said, Sheila, go outside. Because I asked people, I'm like, don't let me forget, everybody. They didn't let me forget. It was great. I got so many private messages. Sheila, go outside. I'm like, I am outside. Check it out. Yeah, it was so great. I was so excited, man. I didn't go to bed till 11 o'clock last night, which, is late for me.
That is late for you.
Yeah, because I didn't want to miss them. And then I was so excited, Then I'm like, my adrenaline's pumping because, woo! And they start smelling perfumey the bigger they open. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, there's my catch up on the greenhouse. Done.
And everyone loved it as well on social
Yeah,
media. I've got a hilarious story to tell you.
Oh boy.
So last week, I think it must have been, about Tuesday evening last week, we decided, we've moved into our new house and it's lovely and we've got all of these amazing lakes out the back and the old quarry and everything. So I phoned Callum on my way home from work because I had a really long day and I was like, when I get home, get your wellies on, we're going for a walk. Now it'd been raining. That's when I sent you the WhatsApp message and I was like, this is how wet it is. And it was like I was in puddles. That's how much it's been raining.
Yeah, and
here.
I heard it. You asked me, I don't know if you can hear this. Yeah, I totally heard you.
Yeah, that's
heard
how
the puddles
wet it
splashing.
was. Yeah. So we went out for a walk and there's this section where it says permissive path. So Callum and I were like, permissive path.
What's a permissive path?
Well, that's what we thought. So we went on Google. And apparently Google says it's basically like someone owns the land, but they've given permission for the public to walk on it.
Oh.
So looking at they had a notice board there that sort of said, this is the walk and whatever. And we were like, you must be able to go in it. And there was a thing that said, just to let you know, the ponies are grazing. So we're like, okay, there's obviously ponies in there. That's cool. Not a problem. They won't be anywhere near us. We'll walk up the inside along the path. Not a problem. Well, we walk up and it's kind of up a hill and then it turns left. So we've gone up the hill, we've turned left, we're walking along. There's some random skeleton of some animal that's clearly, skeleton. Full-on skeleton.
Oh, my God.
And then there were loads of these little mini frogs. So we were really taken with I wasn't touching them. Callum was.
Aww.
No, I don't want to touch it. But they were really, really mini frogs, the size of your fingernail. They were quite cute.
Yeah.
So we were stood there and then we stood up and we looked to our right-hand side and there's 3 ponies. Now, they're wild ponies and the only way I can describe them is fat. They were pretty wide ponies. Okay? I'm not sure I'd have even put them as ponies, to be honest.
Hold on, first of all,
horses.
you've just described a fairy tale so far. It's like you literally just went into an alternate universe the minute you turned left. I'd just like to say that.
It's all out the back of my house,
Yeah.
So
Continue
it's
on your alternative universe back there.
So we stand there, right? And we've got the quarry on our left-hand side. So when you look down, you can see all of the big quarry and it's amazing. So we're walking along, we're trying to look, we're like, we think we need to go a bit further to be able to see it. So we walk along a little bit and then, as I say, we come up and we saw these ponies and they just started staring at us. And I'm like, I don't want to walk any further, Callum. I'm not good with stuff like that anyway. So I was like, they're in the middle of the path. So I'm like, nah, let's just turn around and go back. Don't worry about it.
What do you think they're going to do? Come out and bite you?
I don't know, but they're big. Horses can do anything, to be honest. So Callum stood there, right? And he's going, I'm just going to stare them out. You have to have a standoff, babe. You can't look scared.
A standoff with a fat pony from the alternate universe.
What do you mean you're having a standoff? And he's like, if I don't stare it out, it'll think it's got power. I'm just going to stare at it. So he stood there staring at it. And I'm like, how about we just turn around and casually start to walk back? So he starts staring this pony out. And then we decide we'll turn and we'll just walk. So they just stood there staring at us.
Yeah.
So we turn and we just start casually walking back. And we're like, just slowly walk. Because if we look like we're rushing, they're going to come up to us. Just casually walk. And then they start walking towards us. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. So we start walking. And then as we got behind a little bit of a tree, Callum's like, okay, walk a bit faster because they can't see us right now. And then we'd step back out because we couldn't dart in. So we'd step back out. And I'm going to him, they're going faster, aren't they? And he's like, well, they're moving a little bit faster, but
They're playful little suckers.
It's okay.
I love it.
It's fine. Just keep walking, babe. Just keep walking. And he's got his hand on my left shoulder as if he's kind of pushing me a little bit.
Pushing you along. Oh, my God. What happened to the standoff?
So then, right, he goes, oh, yeah, they've just started to trot a little bit, Lauren. So,
oh, my God.
So we get behind another tree and he goes, just walk a bit faster. And then he goes, okay. So we get to the end. We turn to go round the corner and I'm trying not to look back. And he looks back and he went, they're running! Run! So the two of us have just pegged it down this hill, straight out the gate at the bottom, and these three ponies come like hurtling round the corner up to the fence.
Oh,
we were
my
like, oh
God.
my goodness, like what the heck? They literally, it's like you didn't think they were going to stop because they're just coming like full pelt down this hill, but thankfully the gate was across by that point, and we were like, oh my goodness.
What did you guys think they were going to do to you?
I didn't want to know. Honestly, I was like, I'm just not good with things like that. So
oh my God, I love that so much.
Funny. And I'd already taken the mick out of Callum for his wellies, because when we left the house and he had his wellies on, he walks really funny in a pair of wellies. He's got like a little bit of a bop in his wellies, like he bops up and down, and I'm like, why are you walking with swagger? Like, what are you doing? So I had already been in fits of laughter, and when we got through the gate, all I was thinking was, I wish I'd seen you run in your wellies. Like, past too concerned with running to get myself out of the gate. I was like, I don't care. I don't even care where you are, Callum. I'm going. See you later. And I could just feel his hand on my shoulder just pushing me. And at the top, I was like, no, it's fine. Just stay calm. And he's like, no, run. Like, just get out of here. And they just come hurtling around the corner. And then there's like a Facebook group. Like you've got your Wilmington like group where people go
yeah.
There's one for here, for the village. So Callum put it on the group and said, I just wondered, when it says permissive path, are we allowed to go in there with the ponies? And sort of put this picture up and there's a pony next to the notice board.
Right.
And everyone come on the group and was like, yeah, you should be fine. And he'd put, oh, good to know. I appear to have lost my wife since the horses came at us. And everyone's like, no, you'll be fine as long as you don't smell of sugar cubes, and just don't touch them, don't feed them, you'll be fine. They're harmless. Like the council put them there to graze on the grass. They're just wild ponies. It's fine. And then about 3 hours later, somebody wrote on the post on the group and put, have you found your wife yet? Okay, so I think it's that part. Whilst we're on like a high and having a laugh, it's time to play a game. Yeah?
So you can crush all my dreams?
No, I think you'll find this easy. But
okay.
The reason I've picked this is somebody was talking about it at work the other day.
Oh.
And I've downloaded an app and I'm trying to sort of calorie count. But more so because you know what I'm like with sugar. And I have far too much sugar in my life.
Oh, man, I love sugar so much. Yeah.
Like chocolates, just sweets and chocolate, to be honest, are my biggest downfall. But
yes,
doing really bad with it. So I was like, right, download this app. Not so worried about the calories, but I need to keep track of what it tells me I can have sugar intake-wise and try and stay below it on sugar.
That's why I always go for the old lady candy, man. I'm going for the Werthers every time.
I know you are. Every time Werther's Original, I'm going for like the biggest bar of chocolate ever, and, you know, Twizzlers, Red Vines, anything that's really bad for me. I'm game for that. So I heard somebody saying this and they sort of quizzed me on it. So I thought, you know what? I need that. And I was like, you need to print that for me because I need it for Sheila. Okay? Mm-hmm. So the game is called Which is Heavier? 5 questions.
Okay.
Nice and short, nice and easy.
Okay.
And all you've got to guess is which is heavier of the two on each question.
Now, when you say heavier, what does that mean?
Like which one weighs more.
Oh, what does that have to do with sugar?
Because I was saying I'm calorie counting to watch my weight, and you know, it's nothing sweet related. Sorry, it just made me think.
What kind of transition is that?
It's a transition that we're calorie counting and watching like our weight with sugar.
God, all right, come on.
Well, the hubby's losing weight, so I you know, it's about time I did it with him, and I was like, right, let's get on it. So I'm proud of him that he's losing weight. So that's where this came from, that I'm watching my weight too and trying to, you know.
So is the first question, which is heavier, Lauren or Callum? Is that the first question?
Yes, what's the answer?
Yeah, I was going to go there, but I'm like...
Then the podcast would have been over and it would have been so boring. Okay,
all of a sudden, we had a bad connection. Right. Uh-huh.
So anyway, that was the reason for my transition, but thanks for ruining it.
Anytime.
So here we go. Question number 1. Which is heavier? A full-sized African elephant
Okay.
or a British MBT Challenger 2 combat tank? And don't tell me you don't know what one of them is.
I have no idea what that is. What the hell
Just
is
imagine like a combat tank. Like in war. Like a tank.
that? A war. Okay, that kind of tank. A war tank.
Well, I assume so. I don't actually know. That's just what I'm assuming it is.
Yeah. I'm going for the elephant, man.
No. You are not right. The elephant is 5,443 kilograms. And
What was that, 2 tons?
Don't ask me in tons. I got no idea. And the combat tank is 60,000.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Okay, number 2.
Okay.
Which is heavier? A double-decker bus or an average thoroughbred racehorse?
Oh, the bus is heavier.
Yes!
That's
Loving
not
your
hard.
work.
Yep.
The bus is 17,236, whereas the racehorse is only 515. That doesn't seem very heavy. Maybe I should have used the transition of horses into this link. That might have worked better since I'm talking about horses again.
Just let it go. You're all right.
Okay. Question number 3. Which is heavier, an adult African male lion or a box of 10 original Nokia 3310 phones?
I mean, they were bulky, but I don't think they're going to outdo a lion.
So you're going with an adult African male lion.
I am. That is heavier.
He is weighing in at 250 kilograms.
That's right.
And the Nokia 3310 phones are weighing in at just 880 grams.
There it is.
But they were bulky. And I think I even owned one, if I'm honest.
I had one. I had a mobile phone that was in the car that still had a wire, and it was
My
like
dad used to have
mounted.
one.
Yeah.
And you'd open the little box and the wire would be on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh
The phone dial was on the back of the phone, and it was 25 cents a minute.
Oh my God.
Ooh, and it also had long distance. You're in trouble there. Woo!
Showing your age now. The funny thing is, that used to be standard in a car. Now, pick your mobile phone up here. Jeez. You've lost your license if you do it more than once. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Fine. Points on your license. So, but that used to be standard. Let's have a mobile phone with a piece of cord like your house phone.
Yep.
In the middle section of your car. Retro.
Yep.
Love it. Question number 4 then.
All right.
Which is heavier? An adult killer whale or an original mini car?
An original mini car? Oh, I'm going to go with the whale. The whale's definitely
Yeah,
heavier.
100%. Yeah. The whale is coming in at 5,400 kilograms and the mini is only coming in at 686.
See, you're saying kilograms, so I have no idea what that means. What is
See,
it?
but you do everything in do you do pounds?
Yeah, that's why I don't know what it is. What'd you say, 5,400 kilograms?
Yeah, was the average killer whale, an adult killer whale.
Ooh, 11,904 pounds.
See, that sounds massive.
Yep.
That sounds big.
Yeah, so for these Americans, too, 250 kilograms is 550 flippin' pounds.
Oh, my God.
Man. Yep, that's how big the lion is. All right.
Well, there we go. We've got a little bit more random facts in there for people.
Yep.
And
all right, one more.
Number 5. You'll
All
get
right.
this one. I know you will.
Maybe.
Which is heavier? A Boeing 747-8 jumbo jet passenger aircraft or the Eiffel Tower in Paris?
I gotta go with the Eiffel Tower. That's metal.
Correct!
All right.
Loving your work. So the jumbo jet was 443,613.
Okay, that is, good light. That's almost 1 million pounds.
Well, wouldn't that be nice in money?
Yeah.
Anyway, and the Eiffel Tower is apparently 10,100,000 kilograms.
That is oh my God, it's like 2 billion pounds.
Sounds more dramatic in pounds. We should have redone this in pounds.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So
Let's
dramatic.
do that in
And
tons.
quite frankly, I would like to just lose maybe 5 kilograms. I'm going to touch wood as I say this, have a little bit of a heat wave this week here in the UK, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about, because Europe is going through this, like, heat wave. Like, in France, the kids aren't even, like, they're taking them out of school and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't think we'll get that much, but, hopefully we will get a little bit of sunshine this coming week.
What's the temperature been?
It's only really been nice. Friday was quite nice. Let me have a little look and see what the temperature was on Friday.
No, before Friday. What's it been? Like what?
Oh, I don't know what temperature. All I can tell you is it's been grey, cloudy and wet. It's been quite muggy. It's probably still sat around we go degrees Celsius. It's probably still been sat around 18 to 20. Mm-hmm. So it's still been warm, but it's been muggy warm.
So 65 degrees, so spring weather, 64, 65 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah, but grey and wet with that weather. Yeah. And they kept threatening thunderstorms, and they never happened. So,
well, we were like in a drought, and then we got some great rain, and now I feel like we're in a drought again.
Oh.
But hopefully it'll rain next week.
Well, apparently we're having sunshine. So
good.
I'll take it, to be honest. It's currently showing for this week ahead, Monday, 19 degrees, sunshine and cloud. Wednesday, it goes up to 21 degrees. It's sunshine and cloud every day, but we're pretty close to the 20s all week, supposedly.
Yeah, 21 degrees is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So
that's hot for us.
In the U.S., that's mild. That's spring for us.
That's like
early spring.
That's like full on, get your bikinis on and everyone goes out in clothes that they really shouldn't be wearing weather over here.
Oh, God,
or they
no.
think it's acceptable to walk around the supermarket topless. It's not.
What?
The guys.
Topless? What do you mean topless?
Yeah, the guys walk around with no shirt on.
In a store?
Topless. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's okay if you're like at a convenience store, you're just coming back from the beach.
No, it's not really okay, any of them.
But not like a grocery store.
No. And it's never people with nice bods doing it.
Oh.
Never. Just never. So let's do some life hacks, some more summer life hacks, because over here people are going to need them. So, here's my first one. Apparently, ground coffee is good at banishing ants.
How is this?
I have no idea. But apparently, if you know when you get like ants' nests and you'd get like spray or whatever for ants' nests, if you put ground coffee on it, apparently that's supposed to banish the ants.
They're repulsed by the strong smell of brewed coffee grounds. They have to be brewed?
I don't know. It didn't tell me it had to
Spritz
be
brewed grounds that are outside with water to keep them fresh. Replace brewed coffee grounds in the house every day. Okay.
There you go. There's one useless fact for you. You're welcome.
Okay.
Let me tell you another one, because Callum has just got his first barbecue. So he's a very excited person. And my mum's bought him a barbecue t-shirt just purely for entertainment factor. So
a little barbecue pit, huh?
Yeah, I'll post a picture for everyone's enjoyment of that. You're welcome.
All right.
But whilst he's got his new barbecue, here's a life hack for the barbecue. If you like corn on the cob on the barbecue, apparently, if you flavour your corn with some milk, it boosts the flavour.
Oh, you know what? People boil it in milk instead of water.
Do they? I've never heard of that.
Well, they'll put the water in the pot, then they'll add milk and butter, and then they'll boil it. And then they'll simmer it, and then they'll remove it, and it's boom. It adds a little flavor. I don't know about without butter, but you don't like butter. But
No.
yeah, but I guess so, because it's slightly sweet.
Brush a little on your corn on the cob and put it on the barbie.
Yeah, I don't know about barbecuing it, but boiling it for sure.
Wow, somebody can give it a go. I'm not a massive corn on the cob fan, so I'm not very good at giving that a go. But if anyone gives it a go and puts their corn on the cob on the barbie, add a little bit of milk for us,
and
let us
some
know.
people do milk and honey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like really
a bit
sweet
of a honey
corn.
glaze. I just want to eat now.
All right, what else you got?
That's it. They're my two. What have you got? They're my two. You've got to get involved, Sheila. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing I saw was apparently if you're having an ice cream cone, children get really messy, and it really upsets me when I see kids with it all over their hands. And actually, I have to say that's one thing about Kilwins. When I came to America and I had my first Kilwins, I had it in a cone, and it was so hot. It was like melting, dripping down the cone. I was in such a mess, I didn't get to enjoy it. So from now on, I just have it in a cup, and you can still have the cone, but have it in a cup. But if you are having it in a cone, apparently, like we did last week, and we said the cupcake holder on the bottom of the ice lolly stick or the popsicle stick, put a little foil cup around the bottom of your ice cream cone, and it will stop the drips from going on your hands.
Yeah, or you can just get a cup and poke a hole in the center, like a larger hole, and then put your cone in there.
You could indeed.
Yeah, just ask for a cup, and you can do the same thing.
Yeah. That's what I do at Kilwins now. I'm like, I'll just have a cup of ice cream and then they just stick the cone on top. Because the cones are so good.
All right, I got a couple of them. How about those that are taking road trips and are gone camping? Because a lot of people do that in the summer.
Okay.
You know those awesome coffee cans that are like nice and round and big, like for the coffee grounds? I know a lot of people go on Keurig, but those who still use coffee and instead of the bags, they use them in cans, is the perfect solution to keep your toilet paper dry when you're camping.
Oh.
Stick that toilet paper in that coffee can.
Nice. Another one for camping that I read. Isn't there something about cat litter in your tent to keep it from going musty?
Oh, I don't know, but it makes sense because it does absorb. Okay.
I'm sure I've read that somewhere, that cat litter in your tent. Why would you want cat litter in your tent? I don't know if that means when you pack it away. Surely. Surely not while you're in it.
I don't know. And then, of course, when you come home, you have 8,000 bugs on your windshield.
Yes.
Well, all you have to do is take out your cooking spray, give it a little spray, and the freaking bugs wipe away in seconds. It's a nonstick cooking spray like Pam or something like that.
Is that oily though?
Yeah, a little bit. But boom, the insects are gone in a heartbeat. Just put a little bit on a rag. Bing, 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 gone.
Nice.
Yep. And it's hard. You don't have to like scrape them, you know?
Yeah, I
it's
tend to just take mine to someone else to clean it, to be honest.
Or, yeah, you could do that. And since we have a new 1 Minute Wilmington coming up, I thought I would kick it off with America's favorite pastime, a little baseball.
Oh, okay.
Because you know that is like America's beloved sport. There's football, and then there's baseball. Well, if you got an old glove from last year and it's all dry, it's showing signs of wear and tear, you could always give it a little second lease on life by giving it a little olive oil rub down. You don't need any fancy leather oils or anything. Just grab the olive oil from the kitchen and wipe down that glove. And bam, baby! Your game might not improve, but at least it won't be your glove's fault. You know, I wonder if the Wilmington Sharks use olive oil in their gloves. You know, they probably have the professional stuff, you know.
Yeah, they've got the proper stuff. They don't need to go to Mum's kitchen cupboard.
Yeah, of course, this is the end of the month, and that means we cannot let this month go by without doing a 1 Minute Wilmington. Thank you to College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving for sponsoring these awesome videos we do. We had so much fun with you at Britt's Donuts last month.
How was that last month already?
I know. The Carolina Beach Boardwalk was great. But now, of course, got to continue with America's pastime. Wilmington's pastime is to head on down to Legion Stadium and go see the Wilmington Sharks play. Oh my gosh, they have so many fun things to do. I went during fireworks night. So they have fireworks. Nice. Sometimes it's bring your dog day with Jaws and Paws. Sometimes it's all about the kids. Sometimes it's Thirsty Thursday where you get dollar draft beers over there. There's never a better time than to head on down to the Wilmington Sharks. Go check them out. We did a 1 Minute Wilmington video. You're going to post it on Facebook, I'm sure.
I am going to put it on Facebook, and it's a good one. And I can't believe how much fun you have at baseball games. Like... What the heck? Here, it just feels like it goes on forever, and you're lucky if the person next to you even talks to you.
They even have Star Wars night and Christmas in July coming up, so make sure you guys head on out. All you have to do is go to wilmingtonsharks.com and check out their entire schedule. Bring the kids, bring the whole family. It's super fun time.
Definitely, and check out the video. I am going to get it online and share it with you this afternoon. So, Sheila, would you like to know another totally random and useless fact that you have absolutely nothing to do with and you don't really want to know?
I feel like my day just wouldn't be the same without it.
Apparently, a chef's hat has exactly 100 pleats in it.
Huh.
What more could you want to know? And apparently the 100 pleats are meant to represent the 100 ways to cook an egg.
Where does egg come from? Why is it an egg? Why was that chosen?
I don't know. It's not even like your hat looks like an egg or anything like that, is it?
I'm thinking I could stuff 100 Werthers in every little pleat. I'd never run out. I'd never take off that
You'd be
hat.
absolutely fine. Whilst you were cooking dinner, you would be all good at your barbecue, just nipping your Werther's Originals out of your hat. What more could you want?
All right, so you know we got to end the show on a happy note. So
Yes.
I have got a story that I sent you a video. You didn't watch it, right?
I haven't watched it yet. I got told strict instructions.
Yeah.
Sheila tells you what to do. You listen. Otherwise,
I'm telling you.
it's not worth your life for the next week.
Right? Well, you know, your kids are always doing something, and, you know, hopefully during the summer they're not too lazy and they do something that makes you proud, right?
Yep.
Well, I think this kid's parents have to be the proudest parents they've ever known, and another set of parents had to be the scaredest parents they've ever known. This story is taking place in Istanbul. We're talking in Turkey, okay?
Yep.
This kid, he's 17 years old. I do believe he pronounces his name Fusey. His name is Fusey Zabat. He was walking down the street, other teenagers playing in the street, just hanging out, just talking, when he just randomly happened to look up and he saw a 2-year-old girl playing near an open window. About two stories up. Yeah, you can see where this is going, right?
Oh, no.
I mean, no one's paying attention. So all these other people are around just hustling and bustling. He is the only one that looked up and noticed, and he decided to keep his eye on that kid. So he kind of walked up a little bit, and he stood under the window like he just had this intuition. And then, like clockwork, she fell out of the window. Gosh. He caught her.
Oh! Hero.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you could see in the video, she almost slipped through his arms, but he grabbed her. And the best part, not one injury. She wasn't even hurt.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Was he hurt?
No, it's insane. A security camera got the whole thing. We have the video. It's unbelievable. And let me tell you, this little 2-year-old and this teenager, they're cute as a button as well. You got to see it.
I'm going to go and watch the video.
I mean, what are the odds this kid decides? He had this intuition, this feeling that he should just stay there.
So sweet. I've got to go and watch the video.
By the way, everybody said it was a second-story window, but outside the United States, when they say it was 2 floors up, it actually means the 3rd floor.
Yeah, because if you got ground first.
Because you got the ground. So, yeah, for those in America, that's the 3rd floor, folks. 3 stories up. Holy chipotle.
Amazing. Hero.
Yes! All
Good
right.
man.
Well, we did it.
Yeah, another episode in the bag.
Indeed. So thanks for joining me, Lauren. Another week is going to go by lickety-split. I'm sure it will be.
It will.
Same time, same great station.
Station?
Sorry. That was me showing my age again. Gotta go! All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next Monday from The Lauren and Sheila Show.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to The Lauren and Sheila Show. Music was licensed by Ben Sound. Find our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Apple Podcast, YouTube, and Google Play Music, and at laurenandsheilashow.com. Want to talk to us? Find us on Facebook at The Lauren and Sheila Show, on Twitter and Instagram at Lauren and Sheila. Leave all good comments on any of our social media platforms. All negative and hateful comments, you can send them right to hell. Want to become a new and improved amazing person? Sponsor our podcast. Email us at laurenandsheilashow@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in as we ponder across the pond with The Lauren and Sheila Show.